We got him! What's going on, guys? It's absolutely Alpha here. Welcome back to week 2 of our trap tutorial series. So this week we're doing a trap, as you saw in the intro clip, that I haven't ever done before. If we can hit 30 likes again on this video, then I'm going to do an intricate set of backup traps. So like not just like one backup trap or something like that, but like a layout for you guys that can help, I think, help you guys out a lot. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into today's thing. So we're just chilling here in this cave. Not really loving life, just doing much, and oh no, we fell into this. So there's two ways that this trap works. First, you can use it as sort of head hitter. You run and you hit that, you can fall. If both of those are, say, gone, you can run through and keep going this way. There's also the option, if you have blocks above you entirely, you can hit it to hit the head hitter. And sometimes you can just run straight and hit it like that, but sometimes you miss. So that's just normal stuff without any redstone. But as you've seen, I do have some special stuff with redstone. Throw those there. So I have them. So if you're running this, and this looks like a normal cave, and it's big enough that this just looks like cave. So it doesn't really look as suspicious. I mean, when you get up close, you can see, oh, there's some signs, etc., etc. But if you're just running along, and then someone's chasing pretty close behind, you place your pressure plate, and boom, you get this wall of stuff. Depending on if there's a ceiling here, you might need to do this 2 blocks wide, 2 block tall pistons, but in this specific instance, you just need to do it once. So, whoops. And so yeah, that's exactly how you do it. You get the person to chase you, and boom. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how, just like with my friend and I, baiting and all that stuff, and then after that we'll go into physically building the trap. Alright, so we got this Dnkin loser behind us. We're gonna go ahead and bait him into our trap. We'll block up and then pull the lever, and then he fell. There's like 20 mobs down here. I'm gonna this mob's about to get me. No, what? That's so stupid.
You can use that.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that. I'll use that. Fucking. I'm chasing this noob. Oh, I missed my thing. I'm going for him. Oh no. I'm stuck in this trap. What's going on?
You're still gonna kill me.
He dies. L.
Frick you.
You dropped to a gold sword, kid. You're bad.
What? I didn't even have one.
Alright, so this is kind of the gist of the stuff that you're going to need. A sword, pickaxe, armor. We'll go through how much of specifically of everything you'll need shortly. I just got a few signs and some wood and cobble and all that to get me started along. You're going to need some smooth stone. We got ourselves enough stuff. We go ahead and pick up these pressure plates. Just to have. Okay, so we made this original trap here, so we're going to put this in a different spot. So coming along here, we're looking for somewhere. It doesn't really look all that good, but right here we can kind of, if we edit this down a little bit, what you're looking for is a place for this to drop by 2 blocks. And so if we do this, and you make your 2x3 hole, 2x3 is preferable. We do have redstone running through here, which we can just block off from the old trap. It's kind of the same thing as running into a cave, but right here looks like a pretty suitable spot. You're running along, and you fall. Ideally, we might want to place some blocks up here. Definitely are going to want to do at least that. So we'll catch up there. But yeah, overall this looks pretty natural. Doesn't look too bad. We'll need to do that, and we could have some problems here with the redstone. But it doesn't really matter if it's exposed. You can't tell from here. Yeah, even in the F5 you can't see. So we should be safe. Alright, so now that we've gotten our spot chosen, you can either start digging it down first, or we can do the redstone, and in this case we'll do the redstone. So notice how this is a lot bigger, so we'll have to do this 2 wide. Alright. So we're gonna need 6 pistons. That's where the main pistons go. Now, one side has to push 2 blocks, and we have to decide which side does that, because we don't really know yet. It's our choice. I'm gonna choose this side since the cave is like kind of more exposed here and easier to. Actually, we'll need to do the other side. We'll do this side because that'll make things easier. So we're gonna place those. We need our redstone. We're going to wire all this together. So you want to have redstone on the back piston. So notice here, I leave space for 2 things of stone to push, so it pushes that far. You're gonna need that. So yeah, and whoops, I broke that. We're gonna connect these together and have this go down this way. For now, we'll just have it go that route. Can always change it later, but you want to get it connected to somewhere over here. Same thing over here. So for this, actually, I do need to make a slight edit over there because I was rebuilding this like it was only 1 piston. If it's 2 pistons tall, you got to power the top piston for it to be both. And at the moment, there we go. All right, so that's fixed now. And thankfully, we have loads of stone to cover everything back up with. So we got the top piston powered in those instances. And boom. That's connected. It's connected over here. The question of the day is, where do we want the pressure plate to trigger it from? So I'm thinking maybe like right here. We kind of run into that. And if that's the case, then we will do that. And that should be, I think that's less than 15. 1, 2, yeah, that's not going to be 15 long. So we're good. So the redstone is all set up. We will run to right here. We can also probably would be good to make it those 3 just in case if I get hit off or something. So these 3 blocks will trigger the trap. And that's what we'll be pressing. So yeah, as you're coming through, if you F5, you can't see anything because there's going to be stone here. So we'll place our stone. And now that is all set up. So this trap is basically complete. All we have to do now is make a ladder place. We'll make a ladder place, let's say right here. We're at Y65 right now. To not take up too much time, we will go down to 55. Dug this way a pretty good bit. I'll dig this way a little bit just to get my bearings. Alright, that should probably run into our thing. So, just as a quick reminder, you place a sign, preferably on that side. You place the ladder right there. You don't place a ladder here if you're going to do a backup. If there's no backup, you can place a ladder there. It's fine. Place your water. We're not doing a backup, so it's okay to place the ladder there. Build your ladders up. Boom. And ideally, you don't really want to do the top ones because you don't want them to necessarily see. So yeah, that looks covered pretty well. So for signs on here for the top, ideally you're going to do the entire thing with signs. Go ahead and do that. So you can place signs right there. Whoops. You want to make sure they're on the back wall, ideally. There's no point in really placing them on the top. I like to be able to place a block there so I can get back up. Right here on this row, place signs on the back. So because if you place signs like right there, you know, it's pretty easy as you're coming. Oh, you can see that and probably stop in time, but you can't see those signs until really, really close. So like it would look kind of normal. And so we'll go ahead and break that. And so this is how you start your signs off, and then you can go on this back wall for a little bit more like that, and then after 1 or 2 of those, then we will just do signs on both sides. But for the sake of this, I'm not going to place the signs. Let's go ahead and get ourselves down to Y55. So once you're down at Y55, you dig the 2 blocks above you on any like 2x2 trap like this. Efficiency 5 pick really helps out. You'll place wood. If it's timber and you have tons of wood, like stacks and stacks and stacks of logs, you can just make everything crafting tables. So for this, we're gonna want to do here. You need at least 24 signs, 12 on one wall, 12 on the other wall. Like this. And we should have enough signs to go ahead and do that. Yep. So the entire trap is signed off. That is good. We'll go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. So that's a little bit easier of a transition coming from the ladder place. Just efficiency 5. That's the only really reason I'm doing that. Okay. So now we're going to get our crafting table. So we don't have any of those yet. I need to make cobblestone walls. Alright, so for cobblestone walls, you're going to want to place walls here to make it more difficult for them to get out. We're going to dig up the bottom blocks, place walls here. If it was like a 2x1 or something small, I would normally place like wood right there. But since this is going to be different, we're doing it like this. And then we're going to craft some slabs. Place our slabs right there. And then it's a very easy critting spot. You can place another slab right here to make basically a safe zone. I don't have an axe. And if you want on like, you can make like just a safe zone or something right there with a nice little slab. And same thing over here. If you want to take the time to like dig out around and stuff, you have that option. Alright, and so that's how we've done the crit out. So the trap is pretty much set. We got our pressure plates. We're going to go ahead and head back up here. So when you're ready to bait, place your cobblestone, come up, break it, and then run off to bait. And so let's say we're baiting some kid. Running, you can jump, hit that, and boom. And you're going to want to make sure that if they're right behind you, then just place the pressure plate. But, you don't want to just place the pressure plate without looking to see how close they are to you. And so that's basically the gist of how this works. So let's say I got hit by this. I mean, obviously, it would be remotely triggered or whatever. I fall. Oh, no, I'm stuck in the trap. And then I'm getting crit out. And see, the thing is with this, with a trap, especially a 2 wide, you can still kind of hit people. Especially if you're over here. It's really easy to hit people. Or not real easy, but a little easier. That's why I prefer my trap method. Because you can still get crit out and killed. Especially if it's like they're like full diamond, really stacked. But let's say you break a slab. You're still the same level. You can't get out. You can break one of those. You still have that second one on the bottom. You still can't get out. And if you try to go, say, like this way. You break this wood. You're still stuck. You gotta break the second wood as well. And then you're out. And if it was like my version, with that there, you're still stuck. But yeah, so that's basically how all this works. So, pretty basic, pretty simple for this type of trap. I've only done it once or twice because I don't know, I just haven't